Beloved, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell. Hold on. 'Cause I'm looking. Sorry. At least put my head in the bun. Took my what you call it out, so I'd be looking crazy. But let me tell you this, okay? When I say people are about to pay attention, pay attention. When I say people are about to come out the woodwork, okay, may not blatantly say to you, "Oh, hey, I was involved in trying to take you out," or "Hey, I was involved in trying to steal, what your loved one left for you." Why are people that never comment on my page, on my Facebook, people that never message me to say hello, what's up? By the way, these are people that I grew up in the same house with, right? I'm talking about some three police officers right now, right? In California, okay? That that I literally grew up. I was literally a child living in the house with my grandfather's wife at the time's sons, right? And my uncle. The same person you saw as a little boy when you were what, a teenager, and on up, that's the age gap there. Years later you were a part of trying to unalive them and using your badge to do it, to try to do it. Your connections, calling from different state to state, who you know in the police department, who you're connected to. Beloved, when I tell, why did all of a sudden people starting to heart a Facebook post that I have on there, right? But guess what the Facebook post is of? I think it's a verse in Matthew. I can't remember which one, but if you go to my Facebook, you can see it. It's a verse on Matthew, right? And there's a picture with the ark and the world flooded, right? People are coming to that page, liking or hearting that post. Specific people are coming to that page, hearting that post. And I said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And then I get this revelation, right? Had a cousin that I grew up with. Okay, wasn't my blood cousin, but that didn't make a difference. We spent Christmas together. We spent years of our lives together growing up. He passed away in a car accident later on because, well, he kind of spiraled out. Well, the story was he spiraled out of control because he found out that his dad was not his real dad, right? Later on, and that kind of made him spiral out of control, and he ended up spiraling, drinking, driving, doing all types of stuff, and then got into an accident and wrapped himself around a pole, right? And the reason I'm bringing that up is because it came to my, it popped into my spirit. Okay, now I don't know. Well, I know it popped into my spirit for a reason. Okay, but seeing who's involved and who's been involved in this is making me think back to other loved ones that have passed away over the years, right? As far as back as I can remember, right? And Spirit took my mind back there for a reason, right? There's no coincidences. Took my mind back there for a reason. Like, this goes all the way back. Random deaths that have been happening, and ever since I was a certain age, certain deaths been happening, and just what seemed like just, you know, random sad events are not so random. They're not so random. So I'm like, what? Right? I already had to suspect. You know what I'm saying? That was already in my mind, right? But of course, you don't want it to be true, right? 432 on a timer, right? Uh, but it is. But it is. And so I just pulled. I said, I do that just to make sure, right? And I pulled some cards, right? I pulled some cards. So the stars on the bottom, right? Three cards came out. The Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and the Fool in the reverse. Look at that. with the star. You know what that says? It says that they're heartbroken. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because that Nine of Wands in the reverse, okay, means that they're seen. They're seen, they can't hide, they're seen for their reckless actions, the full reverse. Whatever wishes they had, whatever agenda they had, which was to unalive me for some money. And they were just a part of it, right? This is three police officers out of maybe 100 or more people. Okay, 543 on my timer. Okay, look at this shit. And it has something to do with unaliving my pop, my grandpa's. Look at this. And I just pulled what's on the bottom of the deck. Look at this. The star. We saw that. The King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Death card, and the Tower. So they try to do me like they did my grandpa. Now they're scared. Now they're scared. Now they want to heart things on my Facebook page. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Block them immediately. Like, don't. That's like the second or third person that's come out of nowhere and then hearted that. They all hearted the same post. The same post. And I can already feel the energy through the. You know what I'm saying? When I looked at it, it's like, I'm sorry. No, you're sorry you got caught. You're sorry you got caught. I'm sorry. Now, just like you saw that arc in that picture, yeah. The doors are closed. They're closed. I had somebody hit me up on my or leave a comment on my page earlier, and I can't help but feel for some people, right? Because when they're in darkness, they're shrouded and they're just dark. But that's no excuse because you chose to do that, and you chose to do it for a long time until it was too late. Now you're scared. Now you're fearful. Now, you know what I'm saying? Even though there's nothing that can separate you from the love of God, right? There is nothing that you can do so bad that, you know what I'm saying, you can't come back from, right? With God, right? But when the door is shut, the door is shut. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. When the door is shut, 808 on the timer, like a 808. When the door is shut, the door is shut. You had all that time to wise up. You had 144,000 messengers telling you, hey, stop it. And God got me up here doing this again, saying this again. I just heard, stop asking him. I just heard it. I promise you, 848 on the timer. I just heard, stop asking him. Tell him to stop asking. Stop asking. Because when the time was apparent, and it was a very long time, you snooted your nose up. You had your chest poked out. Out here taking lives like you got the power to give them. How dare you? Now you're scared? No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Uh so yeah. Keep your eyes peeled, y'all. Okay? Subtle things. Subtle things, okay? You might get an influx of people. I'm so proud of you, and I've been watching you, and I've just been cheering you on from the background. Lying asses. We don't need their support no way. Okay? Don't need nobody's. We're here to do a job. We're here to be in our to walk in our purpose. That's what we came down here for. 10-10 on the time. So, only with your eyes shall you see the reward of the wicked. Okay? I'm telling you about to see, we about to see something take place here. Something is about to take place here, and we are going to see it. Okay? Judgment's here, man. Love you, Gramps. This is for you. Holla later.